Hey man, after Ryan Garcia beat Fonseca, was talking all of that top shot of done data talk, Devin Haney pulled up on him with the real WBC world title, and he wanted all the smoke. And considering that Devin Haney is the WBC lightweight world champion, and he's offering to fight you, I don't see what the issue is. If you're so turned up, I mean, let's turn the fuck up. But hey, I'm not gonna speak for him. I'm gonna let him speak for himself.
I need about two. If he's the champ, I'm a champ, right?
I'm the champ. I'm the champ, and if he wants a real fight, he can fight me.
I should be champ, right?
You gotta beat me to become champ.
Right?
You gotta beat me to become champ.
I'll get to you.
Let's make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen. Let's get that party. Let's go. I'm turned up. I'm turned up right now.
Now, fight fans, I would have to ask you, does Ryan Garcia really sound like he's that turned up? Nah. When he received the challenge, but at the same time challenging Devin Haney's legitimacy as a champion, he proceeds to say, I'll get to you, and pushes him down the line.
Where they do that at?
How turned up is a motherfucker really when they talking like that?
Let me ask you guys, a little bit of a discrepancy between who won what in the amateurs. Devin says he's won all 6 of the matchups against you. You say something different.
Yeah, it's different. You know, look it. We had great fights in the amateurs. No doubt. He's a talented fighter. Much respect. You know, he got love for the game. I'm never a hater. You know, but we need to get this shit going on, right? We need to get this shit popping. We need to fight. Hey, we're good fighters. Let's fucking fight. We're good fighters. Let's fight.
Devin's gonna be making a comeback this summer, coming off an injury.
During that time, as just stated, Devin Haney was coming off an injury. During that time he was injured, people took it upon themselves to run his name through the mud while these other guys were doing what they were doing, not taking in consideration of the fact that Devin was injured. But how does Ryan feel about fighting Devin coming off of an injury, since this is y'all guy?
Your promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, said he's already reserved the Staples Center for you against Jorge Linares sometime this summer. After watching Linares, is that the fight you want next?
Yeah, I said if he had a good performance, I'll fight him. I said it was okay. Let's get it on. Let's go. I said I had a plan for 2020, and that was to shock the world. So I'm about to shock the world, beat Linares.
Well, we know you never made that fight. As a matter of fact, you fought as understudy, considering that Jorge Linares beat Luke Campbell. And I find that even more funny because you and Linares are under the same promotional banner, and that fight didn't come to fruition. So what does that say about you while you criticizing Devin Haney for walking his ass for 12 straight rounds? Clown shit.
Beat Luke Campbell, beat Gervonta Davis, now I'm gonna go after Devin.
Why would you put him last if he's so turned up? That sounds like Devin is a motherfucking problem. The biggest problem.
You see that he said Devin Haney last. He knows I'm the best fighter in the world. Let's make the fight happen now.
Not next month, not next year, now. Let's get into this.
I'm gonna shoot your dad
Radio.
now.
Let's go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You already know what it is. It's Deuce, baby. And I'd like to welcome y'all back once again, to Reaper Gang Radio. And we're going to do this how we always do it. Let's just get right into the shit.
No, sir.
Okay, so ESPN Ringside. Well, we got a tweet via ESPN Ringside, about Ryan Garcia, and apparently it is breaking news that he has sustained a serious hand injury, and his November 27th fight with Joseph Diaz is postponed.
I cannot believe it.
Sources tell Mike Coppinger. Now, I guess everybody would normally be surprised in a situation like this if it is a fight that you wanted to see, if it's somebody that you know is integral, if it's somebody who you know who continuously shows up. But we already know this kid, you know what I'm saying, has mental breakdown, so his hand wouldn't be far from being right behind for the little brittle wrist baby bitch. You know, I mean, no disrespect, but at the end of the day, it just seems like, you know, when the little engine seemed like he could, after getting up off of the canvas, showing adversity and fighting Luke Campbell, you know, knocking him out with a devastating body shot, he just gave up on the whole game. He's always seemed like he was content, always speaks in the fashion of, you know, he's one of the best fighters there, but he's completely unproven. When we know all that Luke Campbell has ever did was hit his ceiling, head on the ceiling in terms when it came time for him to be great. You know, I mean, while the rest of the guys are out here showing and proving, Ryan Garcia shows me time and time again that I just don't know what to believe with this guy. You never know what.
Garcia's here.
Yeah.
Are you still in the works of talking to him facing Devin Haney
I spoke
also?
to him earlier. I just said I want you to fight Devin Haney. So I don't really. That doesn't excite me. So how can it not excite you? I said it excites everyone else.
A few moments later.
Why not Devin Haney next? Why not Devin Haney next?
In that division. You're a boxing guy.
Yeah. Do you hear me last? Why did he say that he'll fight everybody? Luke Campbell, Linares.
You're the best out of all the guys he mentioned. Thank you.
I agree to that.
Thank you, sir.
Out of the guys he mentioned.
You know, the one thing that I feel as though a lot of people need to do with this individual, you just need to go ahead and
pop your titty out his mouth and let the boy grow up.
Excuse me? What did you say?
Oh, my bad. You didn't hear me when it came to baby milk breath. Well, let me repeat it again for you.
I didn't stutter. I said, pop your titty out his mouth and stop babying him.
Fight fans. Brittle wrist, baby milk breath looking boy.
He needs some milk.
Ryan, Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Ricky Fontaine. Pretty Ricky, what they called him.
Garcia.
Well. Yeah. Ricky Fontaine.
Well, this isn't me telling you that it's cap. But I mean, I just look at history, man, and I mean, consistently, this guy is pulling out for something, for some excuse. Mental health, now it's look at the flick of the wrist. Sometimes shit just don't add up, and when 1 + 1 = 2, you just gotta go with the equation. At the end of the day, I'm just not a big fan of Ryan Garcia, all of his excuses, all of the fights that he says he's gonna make and he never enters. How many times Devin Haney run up on him and you put him last. You've never engaged with anybody, you know what I'm saying, it's in the top 5 in the lightweight class, and you're one of the budding, rising stars, or could be rising stars, that has so much appeal that people want to take fights with you now because they feel like with you and their name, it generates an enormous amount of dollars. But cowardice always shines through, no matter what people say, and especially in the lack of the shit they do. These are facts. Fight fans, this guy is the most cozy interim champion I've ever seen in my life. I think he wants to remain that way. As long as Devin Haney's there, he's never gonna bust a move. It's just unfortunate that we have to live in this new era of boxing where it's just consistent cap, and especially with pretty boy baby milk breath niggas like this.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
So fight fans, as we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. It's the motherfucking boss. Respect.